Okay, this is a follow-up video from yesterday. So yesterday we made a video, price basically closed right here. And we were saying that there's two spots to look for going into today for turning points and decision levels. Okay, one was here, one was here. And this one had question marks because this was actually the most important one. And as the bars print and as one pattern completes, it goes into a transition period into the next pattern. And from this pattern completion, this is basically the transition period right here. And it's one of those things where most traders are trading the transition period where it's more after the move has been completed. Meaning, we have a pattern up here, and then right here, most traders really overtrade it in hopes that either it continues or the thought of it came so far up it has to come back down. And yes, ultimately it did come back down, but this is where you fight with it a couple times and maybe it's not ready to complete into next pattern. So the value of this is, especially from having these levels from last night, we can trade around those levels. Meaning once this level's hit, let's say you go long somewhere in here, okay, support off prior low, it's knowing where the next decision level is, because that is the next spot where a decision is going to be made. And you can see in this example, it's a good way to have an outlook, and then it's really important just to learn how to follow that outlook. But before you can get there, you have to understand how to get the first outlook, right? The core thought. Because there's more major thoughts and then there's more minor thoughts within the bigger thought. And it's very important to really trade which one is going on right now. Especially, when you're day trading, because you don't really have, if your stop is, let's say, like 1 point or something like that, you have to be right at the time and price in order to, just to scalp it for a little bit. So, and it's very frustrating trying to trade this kind of condition with a really tight stop. This is the trade where maybe it's stopped by one or two ticks, and then it goes, and you think, oh, I was just early, which could be the case, but it's knowing that condition before it's really there. So you really are trading the condition of the market, or you have a really good idea of what the condition is going to be. So this is why we say don't enter every trade with the same thought process, where most people's thought process is I want to hit a home run, where maybe 5-10% of the time it's a home run type trade. Okay, most of the time it's not, especially if you're entering waves within waves. It's a minor wave, so your result is going to be more minor. So if you're entering on a minor wave holding for a major result, those are the trades where you're up 2-3 points and you end up taking only 50 cents on it because it comes back down. And it's very frustrating when you're trading, let's say, with the mindset of it's going to really expand, and then for the next 3 hours, the range is very small. You might overtrade that and really miss the next big move that's coming. So at this point, market closed at off minor support. Okay, but on the bigger chart, we are extended to the upside. So we always have two scenarios that could happen. One's going to be stronger than the other though, but we always have, you can think of it like a backup plan. So if one thing is not happening, the other one is most likely going to occur. And we're slowing it down. So we're waiting for levels instead of waiting for it to get to a level and then trying to react off of it. Okay, so at this point, this high is important tomorrow. If this 7894 high is taken out, we should see higher prices. But there is resistance on the market here, even though it's more medium resistance, okay, to maybe see like the 781 area, okay, and there's also some a little bit lower. So it's really knowing what to look for tomorrow, just like we had our outlook with these X's. We have the outlook tomorrow. If this occurs, we do this. If this occurs, we do this. And we have it going into it, so we're not getting faked out by one bar or the market opens really crazy or anything like that. Let it settle and let it actually make more of a major decision before you commit, especially one contract traders, because you have to be right. You have to pinpoint that really, really good if you're trading one contract. So, anyways, this is just a follow up of what the chart looks like after what we went over. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Watch this high. If it's not taken out, 781 is probably where it's going. On the at the minimum side of it. See you guys on the next video.